After disappearing for 2 days, Smokey finds his way back home to the firehouse.
She looked like she was really happy to be home. We're happy to have her around again because a lot of guys will, some of the guys were like, hopefully, we thought something bad had happened to her.
Smokey's health is real good. She's doing well, she's right back to the swing of things, sleeping in the corners, on top of the chairs and stuff.
Tomorrow, we'll take the engine out and we'll get her a collar that says her name's Smokey on it. In case she gets out again, the people in the neighborhood, our neighbors, know that she's our cat.
The probies on Moon Island will learn that fighting fires is only one aspect of the job.
Come on, get to him, Spinelli, he's drowning.
In Boston, firefighters are also required to make water and ice rescues.
All right, good job. Throw that up.
Water rescues happens all the time. Geez, in Boston, we have all different kinds of ponds, waterways, the ocean. It's everywhere, so, I mean, if there's a major boating accident, you're gonna have a lot of victims. We've had people in ponds drown. This happens a lot more than people think. This is a big part of our job.
Doing fine. Just leave some water in the ocean.
The probies gear up in buoyant survival suits.
The reason we use these suits that float is because most times when you get to a victim, if they're conscious, they're not just gonna sit there and let you grab them because they're fighting for their lives, they're struggling, they're waving their arms around, so a lot of times they're pulling you down. The suit keeps you up, keeps them up. You grab a hold of them, and then you float back. Without that suit, they might be pushing you under. You might become a victim, too.
The drill simulates a drowning, and the probies practice making rescues.
Divers in the water.
I got it.
One of the victims will swim out, get in position, and then you as the rescuer will backstroke out with the signals of the tender. And then you'll do a little, he'll tell you, you're getting closer, left, right, which way to go.
Keep going, plenty of rope left.
And you turn around, get the victim between your legs, wrap him up in the back, and then you give them the signal to pull you in.
Give the signal. Okay.
It's all about confidence. They have to leave here knowing that they can do the job. So when it comes time to do it real world, they're able to do it without hesitation.
Came in as a person on the tracks, called for engine 37, ladder 26, and car 5, plus the third rail tester.
There are reports that the victim has hit the electrified third rail and is severely injured. Vernon Allen and the crew from Huntington Ave arrive at a subway station. They are told by police that a man has fallen onto the tracks.
You got the third rail tester?
I got it shut down both ways. Yep. I didn't think you wanted traffic, okay?
Chief Pacuzzo, he had power killed on both sides. Inbound and outbound killed as well. He's the one that really calls all the shots. He tells when guys can go in there, when you can touch the body. So the shots are all called by him.
After shutting down the power to the third rail, Chief Pacuzzo investigates the accident while the rest of the crew climb onto the tracks and treat the victim.
I had talked with some of the MBTA police, and they were going to interview witnesses to find out whether it was accidental or it was an attempted suicide. As of this time, nothing has come back to us.
As they continue to treat the man on the tracks, they discover that his injuries are extensive.
When I got into the pit, he had his back towards me, so there were no visible signs. And once we rode him over, all the signs of the burns were definitely visible. The whole environment it had a pretty bad stench to it because, there's nothing worse than a burned human being.
The victim was removed. He was still alive. 600 volts of current going through your body would kill most people. Third rails are dangerous, and everybody followed protocol today, and everything went well.
Nice job. You guys all set?
Yeah, we're all set. If he does survive, I mean, you know, that definitely remains to be seen. Normally, when someone gets burned by the third rail, you don't survive it. You know, you don't survive it.
On the way back to Huntington Avenue, the guys get official confirmation that the victim didn't make it.
It's unfortunate that it had to happen, but, you know, this is the line of work I'm in. You know, I can't cry for all my victims, my patients. It happens, you know. You know, quite often than we like, but that's how it goes.
Dress up clothes? You want pajamas?
Yeah.
Glenn Campbell and John Soares are heading over to Vernon's to see his new baby for the first time, but they don't want to show up empty-handed.
All right, you want me to pick out the outfits? I'll do better with the clothes than you will.
What are you trying to say? That's a nice little Adirondack chair right there for 40 bucks.
You think she would look good in this? I mean, that's a nice touch.
She'll look better than Tiger. I've worked with Tiger for a long time, probably around 12 years. We have a pretty good relationship, and you know, whenever someone has a baby or anything, you get a little something for me, a little celebration. You know, guys stick together in the house.
Oh, look at this. I have to get that.
He's got a 37 on it?
Yeah. I think that's Tiger driving. We'll get this, and we'll get the chair. That will be fine, huh? Hold that. Works. Hold that up, Glenn. See how that looks. That's. Try the hat on.
That's not going to fit me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Try before you pry.
We came with gifts.
John Soares and Glenn Campbell stopped by. They dropped off some gifts for Sophia.
Put the buttons underneath.
37. Here she goes. She's starting off already. Since they are the newly elected godfathers, I don't know if they're aware of this title here, but... I selected those two because I think those two represent families well. Glenn's a good family man, and John's a good family man, so I think those two would be the wisest choice right now.
You want to see Glenn?
I think it's great that Tiger has friends that he can work with that are so closely tight-knit together. They're more like brothers than friends, you know, just family. It's a great thing for somebody to have.
But she's healthy and happy.
Very healthy and happy.
She's healthy and happy. She's good.
That's the important part.
Meer van Boston's Finest volgende week. Ook dan om 6 uur. Ed China werkt verder aan het opknappen van een Porsche 924.